Hey, and welcome back, Off Path Adventures. So, a couple weeks ago, I posted a video on the adjustable rod holder for the kayak, and I've had a couple requests about build, how it works, and a couple point outs, even by TJ. I can't remember his last name, I think it's Alvin's, that said, "Do the bolts come loose?" Didn't have that problem, but I went on a 3-hour road trip, left them on the kayak to see what would happen. The bolts did come loose. So tonight, I'm going to take a little bit of Loctite. I'm also going to take it apart and show you all the working pieces, what's needed, and how it assembles. Let's get this done. Okay, now it's apart. So everyone can see this arm does not move. It is solid. Once you bolt it to the kayak, this becomes your leverage point. So when these tighten up, or screw down, they move on their own pendulum. This does not move. Yes, these arms shift left or right, only because they're attached to the top bolts. But let me finish taking this apart and get it all done. Okay, real quick. So I thought I'd go over all the parts list since it's been asked a couple different times. So, one, the Yakabas tethered rod holder. Pretty much standard in all Yakabas equipment. I mean, if you buy like a Yak Attack box, I think it comes with like 3 or 4. And you can buy them in pairs. Amazon, your local kayak supply. If you guys don't have one, Kayak City in Citrus Heights, California stocks them every day. The other 3 pieces. I went to my local plastic store. This is your starboard. 1/2 inch thick, 21 inches long by 1 inches wide. And when you assemble it, which has confused a handful of people, you put 3 on one side and 2 on the other. And it's consistent across the board. So that when you flip it over, that way you can mount 3 of the rod holders and 2 on the opposite side. At the opposite, it's up actually 1 click on, or 1 pilot hole that's pre-drilled. That way they actually fold within inside themselves and they don't hit the side of the kayak like on the Native. I planned on putting them on the Old Town, but the Old Town is actually going up for sale. So for now, we're going to stick with this pattern. So I did actually have a bolt go loose. TJ was right. After 3 hours of travel, 1 screw came out. I was a little surprised. If I had my way, this would actually be, instead of using starboard, I would have this 3D printed. And I'd actually rather use nylon locking nuts and have them countersunk. I think nylon work a little better and would spin a little smoother, keep it less taut against the actual fiberglass or the starboard, whatever this is made of, plastic against this. But this works for now. If you wanted to use nylon locking nuts, one, to probably save a little bit of money. I just wanted the smooth appearance. I actually planned on going back and roughly painting these black, kind of keep it clean and real simple. Kind of getting lazy now, but I am going to add Loctite. And we're going to see how this works over the next few weeks. And then if I get time in the water, I have not been on the water in 3 weeks. So I will assemble this now. And hopefully you understand how all the pieces work. If you haven't seen the actual lock and load system by Attack with their 3.5 or 4 inch riser, I can't remember if it's 3.5 or 4 inch riser, and they're 90 degree. These are the only pieces that are, well, there's a lot of pieces by Attack, I shouldn't say that, but minus all of these. So let's assemble it and see how it holds up over the next few weeks. When assembling these, I gave you guys a little jump start to kind of cut through. You don't need to see me tighten down a whole bunch of screws, but on the 2 side, I put them up on the highest angle so they're a tad bit off. I don't know if you can see it. Here's the bottom of one, here's the bottom of the other. So they're stepped up as far as like their spacing. And the reason why you do that is so that it will clear the rails on the side of the kayak. This really is kind of a pain dropping them through here, but the other thing is when you go to tighten these up, it is not an overdone. Literally, it's thumb and finger at best. You don't need to overdo it. I know everybody wants to crank down everything they put together and assemble like it's never gonna fall apart. If you over tighten it, it won't pivot on itself. I'm hoping the Loctite will keep it nice and taut, and that way there is no more bolts backing out. I guess if worst case scenario, I may have to switch and get rid of the T-locks and go back to like the nylon locking nut. But I'm really hoping not, because it looks so much cleaner this way. Okay, so now it's all back assembled, Loctite applied. Hope this explains a little bit more to you. Again, the Attack lock base, the Attack, I think it's a 4 inch riser, Attack 90, and the Attack tethered rod tubes. When you're all done, that's what it should look like. Let me know if you have any more questions. I hope this helps. And again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great night. Bye.